the heart of the forest, there was an old cabin that locals avoided. They said it was haunted by the spirits of those who had vanished in the woods. When a group of friends decided to spend the weekend there, they thought it would be a fun adventure. They had no idea what awaited them. Jake, Sarah, Mark, and Emily arrived at the cabin just as the sun began to set. The trees loomed tall and dark around them, and a chill ran through the air. "This place is creepy," Sarah said, glancing at the cabin's broken windows. "It's just an old cabin," Jake replied, trying to sound brave. "What's the worst that could happen?" As they entered, the door creaked ominously. Inside, the air was stale, and dust covered every surface. Old furniture lay scattered about, and a fireplace stood cold and empty. "Let's make a fire and tell ghost stories," Mark suggested, trying to lighten the mood. They gathered wood and soon had a crackling fire going. After a few hours of laughter and stories, the atmosphere shifted. The wind howled outside, and the trees seemed to whisper secrets. "Did you hear that?" Emily asked, her eyes wide. "It's just the wind," Jake reassured her, but deep down, he felt a sense of unease. Later that night, as they settled into their sleeping bags, a loud thud echoed from outside. "What was that?" Sarah whispered, her voice trembling. "Probably just an animal," Mark said, but he didn't sound convinced. They all lay still, listening intently. Suddenly, the cabin door swung open with a loud bang. The friends jumped up, hearts racing. "Who's there?" Jake called out, but there was no answer. The wind howled again, and the door slammed shut. "We need to check it out," Emily said, her voice shaking. They grabbed their flashlights and cautiously stepped outside. The moonlight illuminated the trees, casting eerie shadows. As they walked around the cabin, they noticed strange markings on the trees, symbols carved deep into the bark. "What do you think this means?" Mark asked, feeling a chill run down his spine. Just then, they heard a soft whispering coming from the woods. "Help us." The voice was faint, but clear. "Did you hear that?" Sarah gasped. "It's coming from over there." She pointed toward a dark path leading deeper into the forest. Against their better judgment, they decided to follow the sound. As they ventured further into the woods, the whispering grew louder. "Help us, please." The friends felt a growing sense of dread. "We should turn back," Emily urged, but Jake insisted they keep going. "We can't just leave them." Finally, they reached a clearing where the trees parted. In the center stood an old, decrepit well, overgrown with vines. The whispers were now frantic. "Help us, we're trapped." The friends peered into the well, but it was too dark to see anything. Suddenly, the ground beneath them began to tremble, and the whispers turned into screams. "You shouldn't have come here." The friends stumbled back, but it was too late. The well erupted with a dark mist, pulling them in. As they were engulfed, they realized the truth. The spirits were not asking for help. They were luring them in to join their eternal torment. The forest fell silent once more, the whispers fading into the night, leaving the cabin empty once again. If you enjoyed this chilling tale, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, The Spooky Chapters. Also, share any of your horror incidents in the comments section. Stay curious, stay spooky.